Hey guys, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be updated every time I make a new video. Thanks, let's begin. As the reward keeps going up, so does his interest. $10,000 blood money. This is the 1967 spaghetti western from director Romolo Guaruri, who was assistant director on Minnesota Clay, which was one of Sergio Corbucci's pre-Django films. Speaking of Django, this is one of the many unofficial Django movies. It is also movie numero uno from the Blood Money for classic Western films from Arrow Video. The plot. Django is a bounty hunter who specializes in holding out. He sometimes knows when to strike, while other times he misses golden opportunities. One day, the bounty goes up on a one Manuel Vasquez, but Django knows it will go higher. Soon, a wealthy landowner's daughter is taken by Manuel, and Django is offered a decent sum of money to get her back. However, it is still not enough. $10,000 is Django's endgame. Will he be able to hold out long enough, or will terrible things happen that'll make him have to act sooner? This was a pretty darn annoying Western. While it does destroy some archetypes found in every Western ever, pretty much, it was like they didn't know how to quite end the film. $10,000 blood money is presented well. The storyline is interesting, the characters are fun, and there are plenty of shocking surprises in store for the watcher.
It's pretty to see of me, but it's just too big. I suppose it's the sky you're concentrating on, huh, buddy?
Still, I can't help but feel the story wasn't fleshed out enough. The film has too many gotcha moments during the climax between the characters. It gets tedious after a while. I wish that Django could have saved certain people, while I also embrace the idea that not every hero saves everyone, if anyone, by the end. Not to mention the whole $10,000 angle. It comes up at the end and then is pushed aside. It's not like he's not doing it for money either. It doesn't go past what he says the current reward is, which there's not even any proof that that's what it is. He just says now the bounty's up to $10,000. So, where do you get that information? He's out in the middle of nowhere with these bad guys. Oh, I just happen to know that the reward is $10,000 because I'm a psychic now. I don't know, it's a weird Western for sure. Not in the wacky or bizarre way that the 70s spaghetti Westerns kind of way. It's just oddly structured. For the characters, we have Django, played by Gianni Garco, who is the Sartana, and was also a monster shark, aka Devilfish. He is our brooding hero. There are times he experiences something tragic, and he does show emotion. There's good range there, and then pretty much immediately after, he winks at one of the bad guys saying, "I'm gonna get you." He doesn't say that, but it's suggesting that he's like, "I'm way ahead of you guys." Which is funny because they were way ahead of him before that, and then before that he was way ahead of them. See, it could have ended. Just shoot the bastard! Much like the film, he is all over the place. Mijanu, played by Loredana Nuskiak, who was in 1966 Django as the main heroine. She is the strong, independent woman who doesn't take any crap from the baddies or even our main character. I mean, she goes into bed with him after he's injured so she can patch him up and nurture him. All over the place. I just can't help it. I love his irresistible snoring. In reality, she just climbs into bed with him while he heals. It might just be a nurturing woman angle, or she just wants him Django D. Django! Manuel Vasquez, played by Claudio Camaso from A Bay of Blood, who actually murdered a Juan Vicente Mazaon on July 26, 1977, and then after 10 days of hiding, he turned himself over to the police. And then on September 16, 1977, he committed suicide at a police station while waiting for his trial. He was 37 years old. In this movie, he's a slimy, repulsive character. Ignoring the crime that Camaso committed, he gives one hell of a performance. From his sinister eyeliner appearance to his wicked little cackle, he's downright despicable. No wonder his wanted poster was still being used in the Great Silence, even though the bastard was dead. The character, that is. I mean, he died eventually, but that's a little bit too far. Should I keep that in? Sure. Stardust Vasquez, what the hell? Played by Fernando Sancho from Man of Nowhere, which I actually like that name a lot. Is Manuel's father and a cheery bastard. He loves life and the predicaments he gets into. Of course, during the climax, that all changes. I mean, he's still fun to watch, though. I mean, come on.
Rosita the Heavenly, that was her name, eh? Oh, maybe she don't look good, but when I know her, oh, como bailaba, hombre, como.
Vidalius, played by Fidel Gonzalez, is a crafty yet kind-hearted photographer. I always say photographer, it's photographer. He takes pictures who aids Django every chance he can. He supports his quest for vengeance, for blood money. See what I did there? Then there's Dolores, played by Adriana Ambishi. She is Manuel's hostage. Her father hired Django to get her back. However, there's more than meets the eye. And finally, there's $7. Played by Panuccio Ardea, who's a man betting on people's lives. He's willing to take any chance he can, and is usually right about his assumptions.
Shut up, you gringo goat, you.
The cinematography and even some of the locations are beautiful to look at. They're top notch, man. The opening shot is well staged, with Django waking up, looking out at the Atlantic Ocean, and then realizes, oh yeah, I killed a guy. Here's his body sitting right next to me.
He's sleeping now!
Surprisingly, and I have met people like this, some of them don't even realize there are beaches in Texas. It's a nice contrast from the norm, and it's kind of this film's way of saying, I'm different, watch me. Besides a few shocking thrills and a somewhat dour ending, this is a pretty much by the books Western. The violence, the action, the effects, the usual shootouts with bullet hits, but barely any blood. There's a rather heartbreaking scene where Django finds a dead body of someone he really cares about. It's a sad scene. There's no blood. It'd be kind of poetic and artistic if blood had dripped from their lip and splashed. Like Django's tears. That would have been creative. I wasn't sure if that person was dead or looking at Django from the get-go. I was like, I'm not really sure what that is. The motion picture soundtrack Nora Orlandi from Vengeance is Mine, which is also featured in the box set Blood Money for Classic Westerns. She makes you feel the right emotions for when the scene calls for them. It's quite haunting, to be honest. There are even rip-roaring tracks like Il Shashayo that make you feel like you're riding across a prairie with the posse. What are you hunting for? More sauce for that spaghetti, I would imagine. Overall, the juxtaposition of being brooding and somber to quirky and gleeful is weird. And the movie goes for far too long. It's an hour and 40 minutes. It could have ended a few times. Still, it is a genuine fun time that I enjoyed regardless, from beginning to end. The pre-climax is sad, but then it changes its tone during the climax, and then it ends sadly. It's Western whiplash, and I could see it taking the viewer out of the film. Still, I would definitely check it out if you were into this Italian subgenre. Overall, I give $10,000 Blood Money. A 2.5 out of 5. Thank you for watching Shark House Entertainment. I am Brian Gatto. Make sure to hit that notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video, and if you would please, I greatly appreciate it. subscribe. Yeah!